Are you looking at going to the Japanese Grand Prix in the near future? Hi, my name is Lauren and this is my new series called Road to Suzuka, where I'm going to be sharing all the information that I learn about as someone who is going to the Japanese Grand Prix for the first time. Whilst I spent a lot of time in Japan, this is a complete new experience for me, and I thought, you know what, let's actually share the information that I learned with you guys so you can have a great experience of going to the Japanese Grand Prix. And in last week's episode, we actually had a discussion about what's the best ways to actually get to and from Suzuka circuit. And this is part 2 of 3 of the series that I will be doing on how to get to and from Suzuka. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the bus. However, before I actually proceed with this video any further, I'm going to give you guys a bit of a warning. This is probably, if not the most expensive way to travel to and from Suzuka. However, I completely understand if the train system is still incredibly daunting for you and you don't think you'd be able to do the train, or if you have mobility issues or you can't be in tight personal spaces, the bus will most likely be the best option for you. Now, these buses have to be booked in advance to actually get to and from Suzuka, and they go from all around different areas around Japan, as far as Osaka Station, Kyoto Station, Gifu Station, Nagoya, and several other train stations in the Mie Prefecture. And these buses actually go at scheduled timetable times, and they only have a limit of a certain amount of people on each bus. So if this is something that you are interested in, please head over to the Suzuka Circuit website, where they actually do have a lot of information about this, including a Google Maps link where you'll be able to find as much information about which bus is the best one for you and your needs. However, be aware that not all of the buses are actually operating every day. Some only operate on the Friday only, some only operate Saturday, Sunday only, and some only operate all 3 days. So you will need to actually do some research on this, on what's the best one for you and your needs, as places are limited, and also there's buses leaving at different times as well, and also drop off at different places as well. Travel time is going to vary on where you actually go to pick up the bus. So if you're coming from somewhere, say like Osaka, it will be approximately about 2.5 hours on the bus to Suzuka Circuit. If you're coming from Nagoya, it's going to be about an hour and a half on the bus to Suzuka as well. So if you're planning on actually wanting to be there early, you might want to get an earlier bus ride and then have to counter in how long it's going to take you to get to the track. But be aware also on your return leg, because on the Saturday, I think it was the Saturday this year, after track activity had finished, there was a major traffic accident on the highway heading to Osaka, I believe, and what turned out to be what was a 2-hour ride turned out to be closer to 5 hours. So just factor in that, especially if you have got reservations booked for, say, dinner or something of that nature where you might be meeting somebody, you might be stuck somewhere. And as much as the Japanese are absolutely fantastic when it actually comes to being on time and being really punctual and whatnot, obviously there's things that do happen that's out of everyone's control. Now, I do actually want to give you guys a heads up that if you are planning on actually getting the bus, particularly if you have a young family, for example, just be aware that the prices that I am about to quote for you guys is the same across the board. There is no discounts for children or infants. So if you are planning on traveling with your family, this might be the most expensive way out, and getting the train might be the cheapest option that you can take. Although not ideal, particularly if you have to wait around, like I've actually said in the previous video that I made. So what are prices actually like? As I said, it's going to vary from where you actually decide to get the bus from. So there is some prices that can give you a bit of an example of why getting the bus might not be the best option. However, on the other hand, if you are somebody who maybe has a mobility issue, can't stand for long periods of time, or has major anxiety about catching the train in Japan, this would be the best option for you, because they are buses that actually have limited space, which is the major reason why you will need to actually book in advance for this. But then on the other hand, you're guaranteed a seat, you know where you'll be picked up and dropped off and whatnot. And yeah, this is actually something something that you might want to consider as a way to give yourself peace of mind rather than actually worrying if you're going to get to the circuit on time. However, the price is the thing that you'll need to factor in the most, and of course you will need to book in advance, like I said, because there is a limited number of seats, and in some cases this might be the only option for people to actually get to and from Suzuka. So yeah, check out the Suzuka Circuit website. They have all the information where you'll be able to actually book all of your ticket to get onto the bus, and you'll be able to make your booking online as well. In the next episode of Getting to and from Suzuka, I will be talking about how to get to and from in the car. So stay tuned and look forward to seeing you guys all next week. All right, peace out, guys.